The night was heavy with smoke and neon lights. Seoul's underworld thrived when the rest of the city slept, and at the very center of it all sat Kim Taehyung, the ruthless yet devastatingly handsome mafia boss. With sharp eyes that could freeze a man's soul and a reputation for bloodshed, he was a name everyone feared. No one dared to cross him. Until one night, he saw him. The enemy's son. Jungkook. He wasn't supposed to be here, dressed in plain black, eyes wide with innocence, standing in the wrong alley at the wrong time. He was the son of the rival clan leader, the one Taehyung had sworn to destroy. Taehyung's men pointed instantly. "Boss, should we kill him?" Jungkook froze, trying to stay brave despite the tremble in his lips. "Didn't come here for trouble. Please," but Taehyung laughed. A low, dangerous chuckle that made Jungkook's heart race. "Kill you?" Taehyung's gaze lingered on him, slow, deliberate. "No. You're far too interesting." His men exchanged confused looks. Taehyung stepped closer, boots echoing against the wet pavement. With a gloved hand, he tilted Jungkook's chin upward, forcing him to meet his gaze. Their eyes locked, predator and prey, but something burned between them. Something neither of them expected. "You're the enemy's son?" Taehyung whispered, his lips curving into a smirk. "But from tonight onward, you're mine." Jungkook's heart pounded. He should hate him. He should run. But instead, he couldn't look away. Taehyung didn't take his eyes off Jungkook as his men lowered their guns. The mafia boss's voice was low, calm, but carried an authority that shook everyone present. "Take him with us." Jungkook's eyes widened. "What? No. You can't." Strong arms grabbed him from both sides. He struggled, but his voice trembled with fear more than defiance. "Let me go. I didn't do anything." Taehyung leaned closer, his gaze sharp as a blade. "You walked into my territory. That makes you mine now." Inside Taehyung's luxurious hideout, Jungkook sat nervously on a leather couch. The golden chandeliers above him reflected in his wide eyes. Everything screamed power, danger, and wealth. Taehyung walked in slowly, removing his gloves, his sharp suit hugging his tall frame perfectly. He poured himself a glass of whiskey, his movements unhurried, controlled. Finally, he turned to Jungkook. "Jungkook," he said softly, as if testing the name on his tongue. "The son of the man I've hated for years, sitting right here, in my home." Jungkook clenched his fists. "If you hate my father, then kill me. But don't play with me." Taehyung's lips curved into a dangerous smirk. "Kill you? No. I want something far more interesting." Jungkook froze as Taehyung sat beside him, close enough to make him feel trapped. His perfume was intoxicating, his eyes unreadable. "You'll stay here, with me," Taehyung whispered. "Not as a prisoner, but as mine. Do you understand?" Jungkook's breath hitched. His heart screamed to run. But his body refused to move. For the first time in his life, Jungkook felt the weight of danger, yet also the heat of attraction. And Taehyung knew it. The night passed heavy and silent. Jungkook sat by the window of the grand mansion, staring at the city lights. His chest ached with confusion. Why was he still here? Why hadn't Taehyung hurt him yet? When the door creaked open, Jungkook turned sharply. Taehyung entered, his sharp suit gone, replaced with a simple silk shirt. Yet, even in simplicity, he radiated power. "You didn't eat dinner," Taehyung said calmly, placing a plate on the table. "I don't want anything from you." Jungkook snapped. His voice shook, but his pride wouldn't allow him to bend. Taehyung chuckled lowly, walking closer. Still so fiery. I like that. Jungkook backed away until his spine hit the cold wall. Don't touch me. I'll never belong to you. Taehyung leaned down, his hand resting just beside Jungkook's head. His voice dropped to a whisper. You already do, Jungkook. You just don't realize it yet. Days turned into weeks. Jungkook tried to escape multiple times, but every attempt ended with Taehyung dragging him back, unharmed, yet more frustrated. One night, during a storm, Jungkook accidentally cut his hand on broken glass. Blood dripped down his palm. Taehyung rushed forward instantly, gripping his wrist. Idiot, you'll hurt yourself. Why do you care? Jungkook shouted, tears brimming. I'm your enemy's son. Shouldn't you want me dead? Taehyung's eyes softened for the first time. He gently bandaged Jungkook's hand, his voice quiet. Because I don't see my enemy when I look at you. I see you. Jungkook's heart stuttered. He didn't want to believe it, but something inside him cracked. Meanwhile, news spread. Jungkook's father discovered his son was in Taehyung's possession. Prepare the men, the elder Jian commanded, fury burning in his veins. If Taehyung thinks he can steal my son, then this is war. Back at the mansion, Taehyung received a phone call. He listened silently, then crushed the glass in his hand. They're coming for you, he told Jungkook, his voice laced with danger. Your father won't stop until he tears you away from me, Jungkook whispered. Then let me go. Taehyung's eyes darkened. Never. I'd rather burn the world than let anyone take you from me. Erupted one night as rival clans clashed outside the mansion. Jungkook crouched behind a pillar, terrified, while Taehyung's men fought fiercely. Suddenly, toward Jungkook. Taehyung pulled him down, shielding him with his own body. Paint shot through his arm as blood stained his shirt. Why would you protect me? Jungkook cried, trembling. Taehyung gritted his teeth, holding Jungkook's face in his hands. Because somewhere between hating your father and owning this city, I fell for you. Jungkook's breath caught. The world around them blurred, the chaos. All that remained was Taehyung's raw confession. After the attack, the mansion was left in ruins. Taehyung sat in the dimly lit room, his arm bandaged. Jungkook silently approached, guilt written across his face. You should have let me go, Jungkook whispered. And lose you? Taehyung's voice cracked with wry vulnerability. You think I care about clans, about power, when all I want is you? Jungkook's tears finally fell. For the first time, he didn't resist when Taehyung pulled him close. You're dangerous, Jungkook murmured against his chest. Taehyung smirked faintly, his lips brushing Jungkook's hair. Dangerous, yes. But only for everyone else. For you. I'll be the shield, not the sword. The war escalated. Jungkook's father offered him a way out, freedom, family, safety. But Jungkook looked at Taehyung, the man who had stolen his world yet given him a heart he never knew he carried. One night, Jungkook stood before Taehyung, trembling. If I stay with you, I'll lose my family. If I leave, I'll lose you. Taehyung's gaze was steady, though pain flickered in his eyes. Then choose, Jungkook. Not as a son, not as an heir, but as yourself. Silence hung heavy. Finally, Jungkook whispered, his voice breaking, I choose you. Taehyung pulled him into a desperate embrace, sealing their fate. No matter the bloodshed, no matter the world against them, the handsome mafia boss had fallen for his enemy's son. And the enemy's son had chosen him back.